Hi everyone. Today I'm going to be talking about autism spectrum disorder or ASD in young children and how it's identified, what signs to look for, and how we can support these children in the classroom. Autism spectrum disorder is a developmental disorder that affects communications, behavior, and social interactions. Signs of ASD are noticeable at 6 months. However, they're most noticeable at 18 to 24 months. Some children are diagnosed as early as age 2. There are 3 different levels of severity, from level 1 requiring support to level 3 requiring very substantial support. And ASD includes a range of subtypes, such as those with or without language delays. Some developmental delays may include delayed speech or language skills, difficulty with eye contact or social engagement, and repetitive behaviors. Some common behaviors and learning differences include lack of interest in peers or playing pretend in the classroom, unusual and intense reactions to sound, smell, taste, textures, light, and colors, difficulty understanding social cues or nonverbal communications. In the classroom, these signs may show up as limited participation in group activities, preferences for routines or transitions throughout the day, and repetitive actions such as spinning objects or a lot of movement. A common misconception about children with autism is that they all have an intellectual disability, which is not true. Many have average or above average intelligence. Early screening tools to be able to diagnose autism are the MCHAT-RF, which is the Modified Checklist for Autism in Children, Ages and Speech Questionnaires, and then the professionals which are usually involved in diagnosing a child with ASD are pediatricians, child psychologists, and early intervention teams. Educators can use observation-based learning tools such as autism observation scales for infants or a simply detailed developmental checklist to document behaviors. Some different strategies to support children with ASD in a classroom include using visual schedules to help students understand routines and transitions, maybe like a printout sheet of the whole class's schedule, or that child in particular can have a copy of the schedule that you can hang on the back of his chair or in his cubby. Some different classroom accommodations include providing a quiet corner or a sensory break for the child whenever they get too overwhelmed. They can regulate themselves, and then allow for earplugs if a classroom is going to be noisy or is particularly noisy. And then an assistive technology, which is good, is either a speech generating device like an iPad or Prologo, which is like they can show or click on whatever word that they need to let the teacher know how they feel, or that's the word that they're wanting to say, which is good to support nonverbal students. And that's it. Thank you.